What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Writers' Room presented by Breaking and Entering. I'm Alan Halas, and I am joined, as always, by my co-host, our River West counterpart, the music director, and host of the Mr. Nice Guy podcast, Mr. Ben Slowey. How you doing today, buddy?
Hey, man. I'm good. I had a nice afternoon in Bayview and Cudahy. I tried a classic slice for the first time.
Severely underrated. As great as it is, most people don't know about it, or people that don't know about it need to know about it. It's absolutely great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I managed to eat 2 slices.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah. And they're pretty big.
Yeah.
I actually saw our fellow Breaking and Entering contributor, Patrick Carroll. Actually, I saw him sitting outside of Collectivo in Bayview.
Okay.
And he didn't think I was going to be able to eat 2 slices, but I did.
Well, look at him. Look at you proving him wrong.
Yeah. He also didn't think I was going to get there in 20 minutes from that Collectivo walking there. And I think he was a little more right about that one. It was a little further than I thought it was. I got off on the wrong. I should have stayed on the bus a little longer.
Yeah.
But it was a nice little outing this afternoon.
So look, you're impeding on my territory now. I got the River West guys coming into Bayview, which is fine. It's fine. We can walk about and do these sorts of things. We both have at least partially vaccinated. So I mean, we're getting there. We're getting to open up the world.
Hey, buddy, you've definitely stuck your nose in these parts around here too, though.
Oh, when I show up at Company Brewing or River West Film and Video or High Dive, you will be sure to know all about it.
I know. I've been seeing them stickers all over those places. Bremen too. I see the Breaking and Entering sticker. I'm like, oh, Alan's been here.
Clearly. That could be anyone. It doesn't have to be me. Although my sister sent me a photo today of her sitting with a Breaking and Entering sticker, and she was like, "Did you put this here?" And it was by Good City Brewing on the east side. And then when she told me where it was, I was like, "Yeah, that one was actually me. I did that for sure." Nice. So, oh, yeah. But yeah, there's stickers everywhere. We'll give them to you for free if people send us their address.
Yes, we will. We definitely will.
So,
yeah.
Yeah. So we have a lot of good music to get into. We're going to do that right away. We're getting into something a little more experimental to start. Our first video for today is BJ Fisher. The song is called Human Heart. And I like it. It's got that gritty kind of feel to it. It's 4x3, so it doesn't fit in our screen right. But that's fine. You know what? That's how we know it's indie and cool. So
yeah.
That's the criteria.
It's a very picturesque video. Very it just features kids exploring things, and we all need to keep a little bit of that within ourselves.
Yes. So let's go explore some new music. It's BJ Fisher with Human Heart on the Writers' Room.
Not everybody knows their song. Not everybody carries on. Not everybody understands that love is at hand. In every woman and every man, love is at hand. In every woman and every man. You don't have to play the part. You don't have to play the part. You don't have to play the part to be who you are. Just be who you are. Not everyone has a place to go. Not everyone has a good name. Not everyone has somebody who loves them today, who loves them this way. Oh, here's to the human heart. You don't have to play the part. You don't have to play the part, no. You don't have to play the part to be who you are. Just be who you are, yeah. To be who you are. Just be who you are. There's an open door when you stop needing more. I will meet you there. We could walk together somewhere. Walk together somewhere. My love, your love, your love, my love. One love, one love. I said one love. You don't have to play the part. You don't have to play the part. No, no. You don't have to play the part just to be who you are. Just be who you are.
All right, that was Human Heart by BJ Fisher here on the Writers Room. And just a sample of some of the great Milwaukee music that has been coming out over the last week. We have a lot of stuff that hit, breakingandentering.net, so you can check out new music there. It's been a huge week for some releases. Now that the weather's getting warmer, it feels like people are starting to get outside a little bit. People are feeling a little more comfortable getting some music out there.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yesterday I covered some stuff that we missed from February, but we got a new record from Evan Sprague, which is like a post-punk project.
Yep.
It's very nihilist, you know, very if you're looking for something that's like about nothing being real or nothing having any meaning, go listen to that. Also, we got an EP from Tall Ducks, which is like a DIY, like lo-fi pop project. If you're like, it sounds like it kind of like reminds me of like some Elephant Six work, like
Okay.
the kind of weird underground indie music that's from like the late 90s, early 2000s. That's very like bright and like um whimsical.
Yeah.
That came out as well. And then in the last week we got just like I don't know, we got the record from Joe Quinto.
Yeah, we got a new EP from him, much anticipated after he's put out a bunch of singles as well. Those singles are on there, but then it kind of expands upon it. Very personal sounding music coming from him this time around. A lot of like ukulele and like intimate stuff that he's doing. Um, but it's kind of all right for like spring and things opening up, and I think that there's much more on the way from him, but this is, I mean, a great way to recap his kind of last year. I do think we're going to see a lot more of that coming into the at least spring. We're going to get a lot of more like not sad music, but more somber music for sure from people that have been inside for the last year. That's the kind of music you write. We got a new EP recently from Sean Millions. Called More to Say, which is about another personal project kind of like that. So that came out. We got a record from Negative Positive too.
Yes.
So
yeah, that was that was a solid record about like teenage angst and just struggling with like struggling with various like forms of self-acceptance and your identity and who you really are, and it's done in just really energetic indie pop. And yeah, Negative Positive have really come a long way in the last 2 years. Like I remember when I first saw them at like Riverwest Public House. I think that the members, I think everyone was only like 14 or 15 or something.
that sounds
But
about right.
yeah, but even just in like 2 years, like they've really like matured their sound a ton, and it's a very sharp effort from them.
Yeah, I
um
think that I mean it's interesting with that band because they've kind of grown up in the music scene. They were girls rock MKE alums. But I remember them playing their first shows at like Bayview Bash and things like that when they were super little. And so, I mean, a lot of music is based on emotion and things you go through in like your formative years. They're literally living it out right in front of us. So, I mean, that goes into the music, that goes into this record. And a lot of it is still like innocent and like kind of like playful. Like the album is called Mint Bag, parentheses, bag full of mints.
yeah
So
yeah
things like that, where you're just like, okay, we're watching people grow up and live out their teenage angst.
yeah
So
yeah they killed it at the Mid Coast show 2 weeks ago as well.
yeah,
We got a new song from Grace Weber this past week, and she actually got Chance on it.
I
Chance
was
the
gonna
Rapper.
say, yeah, featuring this rapper from Chicago, Chance, the rapper. I guess that kid's gonna go somewhere.
Yeah, I heard he likes acid.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, he made a whole project about it. Yeah,
yeah,
no, that's an amazing get for her. Grace Weber, who we've played here on the show before, and she also does Grace Weber's Music Lab with 88.9 and a bunch of other great things for the city too. So very deserving sound, and I'm excited to see where that takes her. I mean, a Chance the Rapper
yeah,
feature is huge. You know.
most definitely. We got a new record from RX Drugs this past week.
Yep, that's on the
Um,
site today.
Yeah, I put that on the site today, and I really like it. It's like kind of like a dark, sort of like um, very atmospheric, like folk rock
Yeah.
band, and it sounds exactly the way the cover art looks, um, which is like a winding,
Like a mountain road.
yeah, mountain road, and it's like got some like purple in it. It's cool. Definitely check that record out too. Love that
Yeah.
one.
And we also got a EP from Too High, which is a younger rapper here in the city. Um, I'm excited because like everything that we've talked about here about how these records have substance and these records have this, that, and the other thing. I was trying to be really careful how I wrote it up because I didn't want it to come off the wrong way. But sometimes there's a beauty in like just living in the moment and not making something that's going to last forever. And I think that that is kind of what, you know, the beauty of that EP is. Like, I mean that in the best way possible. It's cool to have that energy and like be so over the top about what you're doing. And that's, you know, there is like a modern trap formula. But he does it in a way that is so incredibly believable and authentic that it feels right for this time. You know what I mean? For what he's doing. So I hope, I mean, wish all the best for him. But I wanted to make sure that I didn't write about it in a way that was, you know, could be coming off as off-putting. You know?
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I mean, it's all kind of like about, you know, we, we try to put ourselves in the artist's mind, like what really was like their, like, what were they going for with this? Like, and we do our best to sort of like transcribe what an artist is trying to say with this effort. And
Yeah.
hey, some people say that we succeed at that, so that's
Sometimes
encouraging.
we get it right. Sometimes we get it way wrong. On the Too High EP, I literally said I had to at one point just say it really feels like there's no fucks given, and like it's in the best way possible. You know, so yeah, it's been a lot of great stuff coming out of the Milwaukee music scene. A lot of exciting things here in the world of breaking and entering, and a lot of great episodes of Mr. Nice Guy as well. We got a
Yes.
bunch of stuff that has been coming out. I mean, the next few days.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really stocking up the episodes right now. I ordered some new sound equipment, which
This guy's
um
leveling up.
I am leveling up. Yeah, I ordered some mics, a headset. I ordered um like one of those, like an actual mixer sort of thing, so I'll be able to control the levels.
I like it.
I'm not gonna debut it until probably the summer when I'm back from my next break.
Okay.
But I'm really excited about that. Just to take Mr. Nice Guy's quality to a deserving level. I
Yeah,
think
you've had
I owe it to the show.
yeah, you've had Ellie Grimm on from Honey Creek,
Yeah,
Yodot, bunch of other really great interviews. A lot of fascinating different, you know, aspects of the Milwaukee music scene and a lot of stories that you get to, you know, learn about. So
yeah,
I always do envy that about Mr. Nice Guy is that you get to kind of absorb literally everybody's kind of background and put see where that takes them in their art, you know? So
you find I've found from doing it that a lot of us really aren't that different from each other. um, like a lot of us are, we never feel like we've truly figured it out. So
as an
um,
aside, I may need to get some more Mr. Nice Guy merch in the near future when you drop your next set. I had a dryer that almost caught on fire yesterday, and one of the casualties was my Mr. Nice Guy T-shirt. Unfortunately,
oh
um,
man, it
yeah,
burned.
it literally burned. Like my wife pulled it out of the dryer, and we were looking at it, and then we saw smoldering pieces, and we had to stomp it out. So unfortunately, it is no more, and I
Oh no.
also need to buy a new dryer or get
Yeah.
mine. So
Damn.
yeah,
Well, you'll be the first to know once I get the next batch. Sorry to hear
definitely,
about your dryer. That does
definitely,
suck.
definitely. We'll figure it out. Speaking of new music, we should get into our second video from this week. This is another new release that is on the website. It's American Bandit, and the song is called Better Off Dead. And if you thought the first video was just a little too calm for you and a little too serene, let me tell you, this one's going to take things in the complete opposite direction.
Yeah.
They're a mixture of metalcore, kind of some screamo elements in there. It's a lot of fun, and it's going to wake you up. So this is American Bandit with Better Off Dead on the Writers' Room.
This wasn't for nothing. I escaped, going insane. Running in place now. Stuck to the wall, I can't move anymore. Clearly I'm struggling. I need to figure this out some way, somehow. I am struggling. Showing something. What's where the last to be? What is it? The dead ends in what it passes. Standing in line, waiting to want to die. I'm waiting. Really right. I know what's on your mind. You're caught up in it. Living a part-time life. You'll get over it. I know what's on your mind. You always waste my time. Kill me, baby, if this is how it's gonna be. I did sign up for this. Put me to sleep. Better off dead, shoot me in the head, come on. I'm so sick of this. This ain't bullshit. I know what's on your mind. You're caught up in it. Living a part-time life. You'll get over it. I know what's on your mind. You always waste my time. Show me something. I need to believe I want to finally see. This wasn't for nothing. I am escaped, going insane. Down on my knees, begging, please. Am I bad? Am I good? Clearly I am struggling. I know what's on your mind. You're caught up in it. Living a part-time life. You'll get over it. I know what's on your mind. You always waste my time. But me to sleep. Around that shit I had.
That was American Bandit with Better Off Dead. And man, that one was intense, just a little bit. So I do really like that there's a metalcore scene happening in Milwaukee. Those guys, we got After Hour Animals. And in my head, I'm immediately putting together like bills for shows at some point down the line,
Yeah.
whenever we can do that sort of thing. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm excited for the near future. Also, got to give a quick shout out to Jared Nonamaker, whose name I probably butchered, but he's watching in on the stream. So shout out to him. Anybody else watching? I believe Antonavius is watching again too. Big fan.
Shout
of
out
the
to
show.
those guys. Shout out
Yeah.
to our fans here. We appreciate you.
Yes, shout out to you guys. And now we're going to give you some homework because that's what we do in this segment every week. We have extensive vinyl collections, both Ben and I. And during the second video, we just pick them at random. Ben runs through his house, doesn't crash. He's got a lot of like really nice, like fragile things. He doesn't break any of them. But he runs through blindfolded and picks up a record, and then I just grab stuff off the shelf.
That's a new one. I've got fragile things, huh?
Yeah, I'd like to just imagine that you have a lot of like like Ming vases and Fabergé eggs and like I don't know.
Yeah, I've got a lot of china in
Yeah,
the
a lot
living
of
room
fine
actually.
china and actual like a harp, just a harp with like very delicate strings, and all these things are just in your
And I
apartment.
don't play it. I don't play the harp. It's just
No,
there.
no, of course not. Nobody plays the harp. But you
No.
just run through the apartment and you grab a record and then don't break any of those things. And now we're going to show you what that record is. And you got to go listen to it. That's your homework watching at home is you have to go listen to that within the next week. So
You
Ben,
should go first. You go first this week.
I'll go first today. Okay, so I'm going to grab just randomly. We're going top shelf today. It's a good show, so we're going to go top shelf, of course.
Top shelf.
I'm pretty sure. Did I grab this record already? I don't
I'm
remember.
waiting.
Oh, actually, you know what? I did not grab this record, but it is one of the best records of all time, and I will fight anybody that says it isn't. This is a double album version of it, but this is the Beach Boys' Pet Sounds. Um,
Oh yeah, of course.
I first discovered this album in college, and like as a just total music nerd, I was like, I gotta listen to Pet Sounds. I hear all this good stuff about it. Never heard it. It is literally one of the best pop records of all time. I would believe that God Only Knows is like one of the best love songs ever written. Yeah, I love everything about this record. So, yes, Beach Boys, Pet Sounds, much better than most of the things that I grab from this. Mike Neumeyer says revolutionary record. Anson says he is more interested in the Fabergé egg collection. We can talk about that later. But Pet Sounds, man, if you have not heard it, go listen to it. It's an
I
amazing
think
album.
that actually might be one of the few records that both you and I have.
That is true. There might be some that's the only crossover possibly.
Yeah.
What do you got for us today, Ben? What do we got to go listen to?
Okay. Wow. I actually pulled not too far from Beat the Bee section. So It would have been crazy if I would have actually picked up Beat Pet Sounds as well.
One of these days it's going to happen that we're going to have the same record. It'll be decades into the show's existence, but it'll happen.
Yeah, that'll be a milestone. Not today though. I picked up AM by Arctic Monkeys.
Okay.
So this was one of the first records I ever actually bought when I started collecting vinyl. My freshman year of college. And to be honest, like I remember like I picked this record up like kind of shortly after it came out. Like not like a year and a half after it came out. And I mean it's a cool record. Like it's definitely got some bops on it, Arabelle's a good song. Fireside, Why'd You Only Call Me When You're High? Like there's some good songs in here, but I think that I definitely got more into Arctic Monkeys' later work, or excuse me, not later, earlier work.
Okay, yeah.
Like kind of after I bought this record. So now it's like, would I buy it today? I'm not quite sure, but I have it. So
I think I saw them on that tour because they played Summerfest and the place was absolutely packed. I believe it was the Miller Lite Oasis. And we started up at the front by like the front beer stand. And somehow just the flow of trying to like look over people's shoulders and stuff somehow surfed us towards the back of the Miller Lite Oasis, which is a feeling that I don't think we're gonna get at this year's Summerfest. But you know what? Who knows? Everybody's gonna be able to be vaccinated they'll be eligible for a vaccine starting Monday. So we could be shoulder surfing at Summerfest again. Who knows?
Well, I think it's September Fest, like this year.
September Fest now.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I think this was the album that a lot of people like. It put a lot of people onto Arctic Monkeys, like in like 2013, 14. So yeah, I mean, it's a solid pop rock record for what it is.
Solid record for sure. I'm gonna give an honorable mention to a record that I want people to go find if they can find it. because all I could find was a burned CD of it. I was cleaning out my basement this weekend, and it's Terrier Butte's Return to the Astro Castle. It's a Milwaukee band, and they were on Viscous Pop Records in the like mid 2000s, like mid aughts, I guess they call it. Return to the Astro Castle is an amazing 8-song record. It's total like hyper synth pop, punk rock energy. If you know Terrier Butte, or if you don't know Terrier Butte, go find them somewhere online. It's not an easy record to come across, but I did see one copy was for sale on eBay for $900.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it was just, I think it was just the CD version of it. They were like Marquette High kids, and but the record is amazing. So I found the burned CD, and immediately had to put it into my one computer that has a CD drive and rip it so I can listen to it on my phone now. So if you guys want a copy, let me know. But if you want that link, let me know. But other than that, if you can find it online, go find it and stream it for sure. So,
dope. Well,
and
I can't wait for some of the records that we come across on Breaking and Entering to go for that much one day.
Yeah, there we go. You never know. That's why I've got a collection of Milwaukee vinyl for sure. We're going to get into our third video, but before we do that, I also got to say real quickly, we just dropped some new merchandise as well. If you saw on Instagram or any of our social media, pretty much, we got the new spring collection of Breaking and Entering merchandise. So if you're an avid follower of Breaking and Entering, if you're just a fan, if you're just watching for the first time and just think we have a cool logo behind us, you can get that in 4 different colors now: t-shirts, tanks, sweatshirts, all that fun stuff. Click shop on breakingandentering.net and do that. That's my cheap plug.
Go do it.
Go do it. You help support the two of us. It would be a great thing for you to do. We're going to get into our third video. This is Tay the Don. So completely different feel than the other 2 videos that we played today. This song is called Because of You. Check out the video here on the Writers Room.
Because of you, I just been thinking, baby. Aiming myself in church, that you really the reason, baby. You took my soul away, and then you ran with that shit. A nigga gave you his heart, you started playing with that shit. But now I'm grateful, thankful. Remember all them times when I wasn't able to see shit how it is. Thankful for the game, yeah, you taught me how to live in a world full of snake shit. Snake shit. You a fake bitch, rolling around the city, getting litty with the gang shit. Hang around the hoes, I mean by association. Dangerous, so dangerous. Yeah, you got some nerve. Church raised up, but the streets you prefer. Used to be the girl of my dreams, yeah, you were. Now you a city girl, so act up for the car, bitch. Now I know a nigga ain't perfect, but I know that you ain't worth it. Worth, you ain't worth it, but I know that you ain't worth it. Because of you, I just been thinking, baby. Aiming myself in church, that you really the reason, baby. You took my soul away, and then you ran with that shit. A nigga gave you his heart, you started playing with that shit. But now I'm grateful, thankful. Remember all them times when I wasn't able to see shit how it is. Thankful for the game, yeah, you taught me how to live in a world full of snake shit. You was plotting, you was scheming. I promise you that wasn't part of the agreement. I feel so broke inside, this shit is steaming. I ain't wanna believe it, this shit feel like I'm dreaming. Honestly, this shit just got me thinking. Am I the only one you was misleading? Why this happened to me, what's the reason? You the one who turned me to a demon. You turned me into a demon. I will never love the same till I get some treatment. I apologize. I just been thinking, baby. Aiming myself and trust that you really the reason, baby. You took my soul away, and then you ran with that shit. Nigga, yeah, you was hard, you started playing with that shit. But now I'm grateful, thankful. Remember all them times when I wasn't able to see shit how it is. Thankful for the game, yeah, you taught me how to live in a world full of snake shit.
That was Tay the Don with Because of You here on the Writers Room. That was our last video for this week. But there's still lots of great things happening in the world of breaking and entering. All sorts of stuff that we didn't even cover today in today's show. And just good things happening for the Milwaukee music scene in general. I saw today that Collectivo on the east side is reopening alongside the Back Room. I got an email from the PAFS Theater Group that there's a show announced for later this year. Fiserv Forum is starting to re-announce some shows. So all sorts of things are looking on the up and up for the rest of 2021. I cannot wait. And that's the stuff we can tell you about. There's stuff we know about too. We can't tell you. You know, of course.
Yeah, that is very just so warming, so like exciting. Definitely go get the vaccine. If you're eligible, please do it. Like,
yep. Starting Monday, everybody over 16 and over will be eligible for the vaccine here in Wisconsin. We are one of the first states to be at that level. So do your part. Make sure you get it. We're both. Are you Pfizer or Moderna or Johnson & Johnson?
I'm Pfizer gang, actually.
Okay, I'm Pfizer gang as well. Okay.
Good. So that can be your wisdom, is get the vaccine, right?
Yeah, I think that counts as our wisdom for this week. Is just go get the vaccine. Let's get back to normal life as soon as we can.
Oh yeah. Also, I want to say one thing, just because for my own personal advice that I have just been thinking about it a lot. So for those watching, obviously we as Breaking and Entering, we want to help and support all artists and we want to give a platform to everyone who we can. That's what we're here for. And we love everyone. But that being said, we do not tolerate any form of racism, any form of homophobia,
Absolutely.
any form of transphobia, any form of misogyny, bigotry of any kind. If one of us sees you saying some weird or doing some weird shit, then
we talk. Ben and I talk. And,
we do talk, and
yeah.
we don't want to be platforming problematic people. So
yeah.
That being said, just please just
be a good person.
Be good people,
just
and
be a good person. It doesn't sound that hard, but
yeah, most people are. It's not like a frequent topic that Alan and I have to talk about, but I just want to put that out there that we don't tolerate any form of hate or bigotry. So, please just be kind to each other and be kind to yourself. And we love and appreciate you, Milwaukee music.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that was great, succinct wisdom from both of us. Get the vaccine and don't be a dick. Seems so easy. Well, with that, thank you guys so much for watching this week's episode of The Writers Room. If you're new to this, if you're just watching for the first time, we do this every Tuesday. You can check us out on breakingandentering.net, or we're on Facebook and Twitch and YouTube all at the same time. I couldn't even remember. And you can check out new music every single day at breakingandentering.net as well. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, just about anywhere else on the internet. We have a radio show on Spotify, which this Thursday is actually celebrating. This episode is the 1-year anniversary of Breaking and Entering Radio. So we have that. So we're celebrating there. And we have a special guest coming in to tape this next week's show. We've got a weekly e-newsletter that you can subscribe to that every Friday you're going to get highlights of not only our music picks, but some of the best in Milwaukee music in your inbox every day, or every Friday, that is. We got podcasts you can listen to on any platform that you get your podcasts. Ben has the Mr. Nice Guy podcast as well. He'll write some PR for you if you're an artist. We got a lot of things happening. We got the new merch out. Things are going well in the world of breaking and entering.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So.
Yeah. We've really stepped up our game in the last year, and I think I'm proud of how we made a bad situation, good for ourselves within the moment there. So
Yes, absolutely. It pushed us forward into a new level, and we're not stopping anytime soon. So we're having fun with it. So
get used to us.
yeah, get used to us. All right. For Ben Slowey, I'm Alan Halas. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next week here on the Writers Room.
Peace.